Hey, it's Brian Burns, the host of the Brutal Truth About Sales and Selling podcast. Here again to talk about Sell Me This Pen, the most popular or annoying interview question out there. And everyone kind of asks, what's the perfect answer for it? And the thing is, there is no perfect answer for it. It's a difficult question. It's a mysterious question. It's a cop-out question, kind of to fill up the interview. And every manager has a different view of it. So let's talk through some of the options that we have. And what really is the perfect answer is whatever the other person wants to hear. But everybody's different. Everybody likes things a little bit different. So we've got to be conscious about thinking about what the right answer is and how to do it. And typically, the interviewer wants to kind of move into a role play or have you dance for them. And the role play, the problem with it is we don't sell pens in our normal lifetime. We just don't. We sell whatever we sell. And what the real question behind this is, how do you sell? What's your style? How do you solve problems? And the thing is, everyone's got a little bit different style, and all different styles can work. But the manager may not see it that way. It may be a trap. They may be looking for mistakes that you're making, because let's face it, how often do you sell a pen? So what you really want to do is show confidence here. And I typically flip it back on the people, go, well, there's lots of ways of selling. This is the way it's worked for me, and there's different approaches. And what I say, there's many different ways to skin a cat. No cats were harmed during making of this video. But each of us can come up with a different approach. And now there's several major approaches. And what you got to do is sense the interviewer's style. And if you can flip it by saying, how I've sold products before, we tried different approaches, and this one was the most successful. Tell me what approaches worked for you. Is it more of a pitch where you talk about the features and benefits of the pen and how cool it is, how amazing and differentiating the pen from all other pens, and talking about how you need it because it's so special and unique and valuable and such a great deal and such a status symbol? Or do you take more of a questioning, a Columbo approach? I don't know if you remember Columbo or not, but he had this very subtle rapport building, asking questions, never made a statements, never accused anybody of anything. But he could pull apart someone's alibi, someone's motivations through questions and play almost dumb. But at the end, he'd get people to walk right into admitting that they killed somebody or that they committed the crime. And this style, it's very non-intrusive. It's very casual. But a lot of managers don't like this approach, although this approach is extremely effective. And you don't come across as a pushy salesperson. You come across more as a consultative advisor type. And it's very effective. Each is effective in their own situation depending on who you're selling to. And then there's the other type where you build a vision for the future. You build up, it's not just selling you a pen, it's selling you paper and notebooks and software and hardware and cloud services and enterprise this and enterprise that, and build up the vision. Now, this may work if that's what the manager wants to hear, but it's all up to the manager. You're better off getting the manager to talk, because what I always ask is, well, what do you see as the ideal way to sell your product? We could talk about selling pens, but that doesn't get either of us anywhere. I'd be happy to walk you through a couple of deals that I've done, but that really isn't that as important as what works here. Maybe if you could share about what works here, and I can relate a story that was more applicable. You get engaged in a conversation, a dialogue, instead of you dancing and role-playing. Because let's face it, how good are you at role-playing? I don't know about you. I'm not very good at role-playing. So give that a shot. If this made sense, please like it, subscribe, and share. And if you like learning more about sales and what's worked today, and if you just like to hear about what others are finding to be successful today in sales, check out the podcast, The Brutal Truth About Sales and Selling. It's on iTunes and Stitcher Radio, right on your smartphone. Thanks for watching.